On October 31st, 2023, the ritual your soul has been waiting for, The Veil, starring La Santísima Muerte and the Bawon Samedi. That's right. In this ritual, you're going to reprogram your DNA. You're going to die to those things from the past that have been stopping you from being who you want, doing what you want, and you'll have a chance to reprogram what exactly you choose to manifest into your DNA. Spots are very limited, and this ritual is almost sold out. All right. Ritual goes down October 31st. Link in the description box, or go to www.shango-ray.com.
Shango Ray, aka Sky God Go, Shango Riz, the Golden God, whatever the fuck you want to call me. We're here to discuss what this energy is going to mean for some of you, and in what kind of ways. What energy? This eclipse energy, right? Full moon energy, October 28, 2023. This is not going to be your typical, you can Google that shit. What is it? What is the spiritual meaning of that? And they all have their kind of astrological things. This is straight up. I mean, it may be astrological, but it's psychic as fuck. I'm also going to be giving initials. All right. This is going to mean something very specific for a lot of you. So what I'm going to do, like I said, just do a reading on the energy itself, the full moon, and then we're going to just go through the zodiac signs. Okay. So go ahead. If this is meant for you, check this out. Go ahead and gaze at this beautiful eye. All right. Just relax your gaze. And now what I'd like you to do is just take a nice, slow, deep breath in all the way to the top. Hold it for the count of 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release that, releasing any and all stress. Go ahead and release it with a sigh too. Right? Opening your mind for whatever the information is that needs to come through for you. If this is for you, obviously not everything's for everybody. Let's get into this. I'm going to do just a 7-card spread. I might, then I'm going to use my Muerte deck. I might see who we're talking about as far as relevant signs that may show up. People that you may know, you're going to recognize when you hear about them. Initials will be coming up too. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate that. So kind of you. And I would appreciate it if you could lick my bottom bitch, the like button. She likes that. Especially if this reading is of service to you. All right. Okay. We go. See here. K. So one of the first things that I'm seeing here, I feel there's a select group of you who have been either talking to somebody, maybe you kind of been seeing somebody, right? You're thinking possibly this could be some type of real love connection, right? This can be some real type of love connection. Wow, I just got something else too. Somebody's going to be pregnant from a very short-lived relationship. one that you thought could be a loving relationship, but you ended up getting pregnant. But that's neither here nor there. But the reason I'm mentioning this, I say thought, because it seems to me that some of you are going to find out that the person that you're dealing with is not who you necessarily thought they were. You were looking at them through rose-colored glasses, in what you were looking at them how you wanted to see them, how you would have liked to see them. You were painting a picture yourself instead of seeing what was there. All right. It doesn't turn out like you think it's going to. You think something beautiful is about to begin, and then it just fizzles out, disappears, stops, vanishes, right? Some of the people that you're dealing with, I'm feeling heavy water sign placements going on here, especially Cancer, but it could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But some of you are involved now, right? Because some of this shit is actually right around the corner. It's to come. You're going to see that I'm right, all right? Yeah. Their elusiveness has attracted you. It's one of the things that has attracted you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not predictable. They're in and out. They're hard to pin down. They're hard to pin down here and like figure out, like, because a lot of you, if you can just get somebody figured out, that's fucking boring. And I don't know anybody that likes boring, to be honest. I mean, people who say they like boring, I would just strongly doubt that, Not that everybody wants the excitement, but yeah, that's part of what's going on here too, is I'm seeing a situation where, yeah, basically this person does have a youthful energy. They might even be very emotionally expressive also. And it just melts the fuck out of you. It just melts the fuck out of you, don't it? Yeah. But it's like they might be doing that around town. Or they might just be, I don't know, not in the mind frame that you're in. Y'all are having two different experiences. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get some let me get some letters for this. Let's get some initials here. All right? Let's get a little bit more. I need more. And you know what? If you want to throw in a zodiac sign or 5, 3, 4, hey, I'm open to that too, okay? All right. See what we got here. I see a K, the letter K, the initial K. I see the initial F. I'm going to do 5 of these. K, F. I see the initial P. All right, P. And this could involve an earth sign. The letter P, yes, but an earth sign can be involved in all of this as well. All right, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I see the initial S as in stop. All right, I'll give you one more. M. All right. So you heard the letters I just gave to you. Those are the initials. I'm also seeing air sign energy, air sign having to do with this too for somebody. Could be either one of the air signs. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These can also represent their placements too. So if you know their chart, particularly either their moon or their Venus. Thank you very much. That's what I'm seeing though, so far. Yeah, I was gonna say. See this. I seen the magician, right? I seen the magician, and because a Joker came up, and for me that can either be the devil or the magician, right? And I seen the magician pop up also in those part of the cards that made one of those initials, and yeah, this person can seem like a magician. Give me a little clarification on this. But you know what? I don't think the disappointment from this is going to be long lived, anyways. Because I'm seeing definitely a change of mind and a change of heart. You start thinking more positively or reframing the way that you think about the situation. It starts to change for you. All right. This full moon energy, eclipse energy, may accentuate the stoppage of things that just should be stopped, right? Or it's kind of like a cutoff energy. It's kind of got like sickle energy, like Santa Muerte. And of course, it's going to be birthing some things here, but let's keep going. Yeah, I see a change of mind. I see a change of heart. I see travel. For some, after this situation transpires, you're going to be taking a trip somewhere, air travel. Air travel. I think it's a disappointment, but it's like pretty much, hey, you know what? Show me, give me the official verdict as to the zodiac signs involved with this so we can put a period on the end of that sentence and move on. I did tell you who kind of came up, though, with some of the letters, but I'm just pressing delete on that right now. So let's see what we got. I was more general with that. Is that a fucking spade or a club? Uh-huh. Sagittarius energy. There's no surprise there. Just saying. What is this? Come on. Zoom, bitch. It looks like Leo. No. Yeah, Leo energy. There's some Leo energy in here too. Sag, Leo. If you don't zoom in, motherfucker. Shit. That shit blurry as shit, bro. Is it just me? Looks like Jack of Clubs? Or is that a spade? Can you tell? Goddamn, like it's with the light. The way this lighting is, it's like if it was white cards, it'd be way easier. Oh. Yeah, this is more Gemini energy. So I got Sag, Leo, Gemini. Virgo. Virgo, who else? Who's last? I'll just give 5. But also involved in those initials too, I told you. All right. Aries. Aries energy. So you got Sag. Once again, Sagittarius, Leo. You got Gemini. You got Virgo. And then you got Aries. All right. As I mentioned, change of mind. I feel too some of you are going to be going somewhere real soon to learn some information about something. Maybe, I don't know if it's taking a workshop or if it's getting certified for something, going to some kind of a training. All right. Also, you may be going somewhere to tell somebody something. But like I said, the change of mind, this is all for the good. Like maybe it's something you got to get off your chest. Maybe it's something you got to get off your chest. Now, this is something that's going to be coming up a lot for many of you, of course. And when doesn't it usually, right? Worry. Worry is going to be coming up a lot. Particularly, I would say mental overwhelm. Usually that's a 10 of clubs, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're getting a 3 of clubs. Interesting. Tell me more about that. But let me deal with this warrior real quick. Let me get some clarification on this. Well, okay, so let me use the old lefty. I'm left-handed, by the way, you know what I'm saying? But like this, for some reason, it's like connected to my intuition. So it just happens to work that way. All right, so, okay, this is the way this is coming through for somebody. I have no fucking clue who this is for or why. But your fear of loss of love or your worry about losing a love, which may seem to be on the fritz, is fucking with your money. And it has you making, really you're not focused on your money or, you know, just being a good steward with your money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making a lot of foolish decisions, if you will, with your money right now. It's like almost a form of like retail therapy, okay? Some of you also have, there's going to be somebody, they could either be a water sign or an earth sign or have heavy water sign or earth sign placements. But I feel like someone is either using you for money or plotting on stealing, or they will steal from you. But it's going to be in a smooth way. It's not going to be like they just went in your purse or whatever, or maybe so, but it's going to be in a smooth way. All in all, this, whatever you're worried about right now, is a gateway to something else. I want you to imagine a door in front of you. And as the door is opening up, there's nothing but bright light shining through this door. You can't see nothing that's on the other side of this door. You can't see nothing. So as you start to walk through this door, immediately you come into this weird hallway that's splintered off. There's like a wall type thing in the middle, and there's one way this way, and there's one way that way. This is how it's being represented to me anyways, right? So this is this 11-11 type of situation going on here. What's going to happen is either you're going to fall back into like the Matrix and just keep repeating this shit over and over until you get enough. Or you're going to like wisen up. Shit, you're going to wisen up, and you're also going to, it seems to me like you're finally going to be able to see some shit you've been needing to see, because you need to see it. People have told you this shit. Maybe your friends or your family or somebody close to you has tried to tell you some of this stuff, and you just couldn't see it or hear it. Okay, but that's all coming to an end. That's all coming to an end. Checking the time here. So one of the two is going to happen. They're also telling me there are specific ancestral influences around you at this time. Somebody has a mother around them. Somebody also has a younger sibling around them that passed away. There may be even some type of guilt that you have, either because you didn't pass away, or you somehow hold yourself responsible. I don't know where this is coming from. All right, but as I said, this is a gateway. This is a gateway to learn about yourself. This experience is your fucking mirror. Are you going to look in the mirror and fix your hair? Fix your eyebrows? I mean, what are you going to do? And let me tell you something. Oh man, it's about to come. I feel it right now. It's about to come. I'm not talking about him. I'm saying it's about to come though. Especially for those who are actually really ready for what I'm telling you. Like this is actually great news. Okay, this whole thank you fucking so much. I appreciate it. 3 of clubs. Right now, that motherfucker's spitting. He's like right here. He or she's right there and they're fucking spitting. Okay. Somebody feels very fucking isolated here. You feel very isolated. You may be entertaining several options. Maybe you're in a relationship and still entertaining several options. Maybe you're not in a relationship, but you have associates or things or other options as far as romantically, like, stuff like that. But you still feel isolated. It is time to assess your circle. That's what they're saying. I've seen this. And it's glowing and it's spinning. And they're saying, you need to check your fucking circle. But before you do that, you need to get into a space where you're extremely brutally honest with yourself before you ask yourself this question. I knew this was coming. I made a post of something kind of similar to this. You need to ask yourself, because if I know you, right, if I'm picking up on you, you genuinely, sincerely care about certain people. Maybe you're kind of seeing somebody, right? You're kind of seeing somebody. You genuinely care for this person. But you're not stupid. Like you can't put all your eggs in a particular basket until you guys are there, right? What I mean by there is they show you and reciprocate back to you that they feel in their way, though similar to how you feel. Now we can start talking about like actually being in some form of, commitment or something, right? Or having some form of trust. But the word I keep seeing is like reciprocation, as in because I see you, and not to toot your horn or anything, but like you are the one who like genuinely really, really cares for some of these people in your life, right? That you have in your circle, right? And I'm not judging you if you have options or whatever. Maybe you're just dating, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're in a relationship, you're not really that happy, or it's a situationship, so you're also entertaining options because you don't really feel safe there. You kind of don't know what to expect there. So you kind of want to have some other things going on in the fire, right? Just in case, right? But amongst all these things going on, situationships and just whatever, you're going to have this moment where you really, it's a very sobering moment where you ask yourself, I know I'm there for this person. I know I'm there for that person. Like, I know that. If they call me, I'm going to be there. If they need me, if they need to talk to me, if they, whatever, like, I'm genuinely, sincerely here for them. Right? Because I care for them. Not because they did anything. Right? But now it's time to ask, who is there for you? Who can you who truly really gives a fuck about you? Because a common theme I see in situationships, or even just many relationships, there seems to be one who's in it because kind of like what they can get. And this doesn't just refer to like money, or maybe just sex, perhaps. Great sex, of course. But maybe there's other resources that you possess too. Maybe you know a thing or two about a thing or two. Maybe you're, whatever. And some of these people, it just seems that you really don't hear from them until, for some reason, they'll get to it also. The conversation may start off, hey, how are you? How you been? That's kind of like a formal type of way of saying, hey, how you been? How you been today? Stuff like that. But when somebody genuinely checks on you, like, hey, have you been okay? Like, you've been on my mind. Is everything all right? You know what I'm saying? And it's just genuine. When you start to see somebody express that shit, right? Literally, demonstrate that shit. They're not just talking, they're actually backing up their words with some fucking actions, with some behaviors. That's something. That's something to take note of. Hey, you know what? You got a fucking gold star, bitch. All right? That's going in your file. All right? Congrats. Because honestly, it's kind of rare. Everyone's getting more and more fucking narcissistic. Well, not everyone, but many. And it's not even, I won't even say it's that they mean to. It's just everyone is just so entrenched in their own shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it's easy to get on that me shit. It's easy. It's like weeds growing. You don't have to go plant weeds. They will just grow, so what you're going to find is probably going to be depressing. It's probably going to be fucking depressing. Before you go off the deep end, understand and maybe look at this as, okay, on a subconscious level, I allowed or I chose to deal with these people, right? Because one kind of question, if you find yourself in a situation like this that you have to ask is, where am I not being there for myself? Because whatever you do to yourself, you will find it mirrored back through somebody in your world. It cannot be and will not be any other way. And I promise you that. If you just look, you're going to find what I'm talking about. And this is having to do with this whole 11-11 thing. It is time to start putting yourself first. You have to hold yourself to that standard first before you can demand it. And why would you? You won't need to demand it because you're only going to allow those who are already on that type of program, on that type of time. You're not going to have to like demand it and shit like a toddler having a tantrum or something. You're not going to have to do that. You're just simply not going to deal with people on that particular frequency. Hey, you know what? God bless them. I don't believe in God like that. I am God, shit. I believe in me, shit. But I bless them. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to get to a point where you can still care about this person, perhaps, right? Maybe there is some type of, I don't know, karmic past life shit or whatever. But you will deal with them accordingly, meaning you're going to place them in the proper category. Because we all have priorities, right? Not everything can be a top priority. That's why it's a fucking pecking order. And yes, in different situations and different contexts of your life, that pecking order changes. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, as far as the relationships in your life, if you really hold yourself in high esteem in a healthy like way, not like some like narcissistic or social, what is it, sociopath type of way. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying like in a healthy, loving way, because you got to love yourself, right? So you love yourself enough to have some boundaries. You love yourself enough to have some motherfucking standards. Maybe this is the first time that you've actually had fucking standards such as this in your entire life. And at first, when you get those standards, you're gonna second guess it. Damn, am I being mean? Am I being this? Am I being that? That's all right. But this is having to do with like you're like a rare jewel who's been treating themselves like just some average piece of charcoal. I mean, you're not going to be able to go on much longer doing that, but you're going to have a choice. You can return back to that if you want to, or you can start to understand, understand from within, from the inside out, start to realize. I'm going to sound like a hotepper now. With real eyes. Wait a minute. And truly, like, it's not really fucked up if you think about it. You don't really have an intrinsic worth. You're worth what you say you are. You're worth what you say you are. You're worth how you value yourself. If you think you ain't worth a shit, you are not worth a shit. In that time anyway, in that frame of mind, in that place, in that state of mind, you aren't worth anything. You will find the right compliments for that too in your world through people. They will reinforce that to you. But when you finally wake up and you finally get it and you start to, actually truly care for yourself, value yourself, like have some fucking respect for yourself, like really understand like possibly how fucking dope you are and all the different things that you actually truly do have to offer somebody, even in just terms of like someone who can truly be present and listen to you and like make you feel so fucking seen and heard. You know how fucking rare that is? People will pay top dollar for that. People will give away a lot of their shit for that. People don't think about that because, men and women are always arguing amongst themselves over there. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring? I'm talking the real shit. So you're going to have a choice to make, right? As far as that's what's really coming up here too, is like choices. You know, it's time to demote some people. It really is, just because, and I don't even mean to do this like with animosity or nothing. It's not even like that. It's just like accept who they are. But in order to accept what they are, who they are, right? You have to first radically accept yourself. That's one of my superpowers. And I'd like to share that with you real fast. Like, because I can radically accept who I am, I can accept who you are. Radically. However, just because I accept the way that you are right now radically, doesn't mean you're going to get top priority, or doesn't mean you're going to get into my inner circle of relationships and connections and shit. You got to earn that shit. You got to earn that shit. But because I radically accept you, what that means is I'm not here to try and fucking change you. I acknowledge what I'm seeing here, and I just say, okay. I don't feel no way about it. I don't feel no animosity towards you. I don't anything. It's just, it is what it is. You are who you are right now. And I accept that. And that's okay. And you know what? I don't even judge you. But you ain't coming in here. You know what I'm saying? Until you show me differently. And I mean show. And whatever I'm asking of you, best believe I'm willing to do for you. I'm willing to show you. And not only am I fucking willing, I'm fucking capable. How many times have you known somebody like, I wanted to do this, but I just couldn't, you know? No, I'm willing and I'm able. If it's cool. If it ain't cool, that's fine too. We'll just place you in this outer category, and that's it. That's it, and that's all. No harm, no foul. That's it. So you have some choices to be made here. And if you make the right choices, oh Lord, the way that you're going to be, I see this major change of heart coming up. And it's a change of heart because you've also overcome and you've transformed certain emotional traumas, blocks. They're really not blocks. How can it be a block, right? It's an emotion. It's like an intangible thing. It's like, it's energy, right? But maybe it's going in the wrong direction. Maybe it's vibrating at the wrong frequency, right? Within you. But you could change that. So that's the end of this story if you choose right. Okay. But if you take the fucking blue pill and you go right back in the matrix and you just keep doing what the fuck you've been doing, trust and believe it's going to keep getting louder and it's going to keep getting worse. Okay? Because they're simply trying to get your attention. Them, who's that? Who's them, right? Your emotions, your suppressed emotions, your repressed emotions, those are emotions that have been stuffed down that you don't even know are there. They just want to be free too. You know, and I don't mean to sound all like fluffy Buffy and shit, but it is the truth, man. Feelings buried alive never die. This is the end. This is where the credits roll as far as this part of the movie. The movie, okay, it's the Eight of Hearts. It's also overcoming past emotional challenges. People pleasing is a fucking emotional challenge if you ask me. I've never really had that problem, but maybe I think you do. A lot of you, or those who really resonate with this shit, you do. And that's okay. But once you start valuing yourself and putting yourself in the right position, the pole position of your life, the Alpha and Omega of your life. I'm talking about in love, though. I mean, if you don't got you, who else do you fucking got, right? You're the sin. If you're no good, then you're no good to anybody. Period. So essentially, to be the best you for everybody in your circle, in your life, you do got to be lovingly selfish with yourself. It's a prerequisite. You have to be. You have to be. There's no negotiating that. You got to be. You got to be. So, and here's like I said, the choices. This is also the conversations. And some of these people that you, well, I'll just say, maybe demote's a harsh word or whatnot. I don't know, but there's not even no conversation required. This is an inside job. Just, I see you. Okay. So I'm going to start just moving in a different way because I see who you are. I acknowledge who you are. I acknowledge you. This is who you are right now. Okay, fine. This is who I am, though. You see. And this me moves differently. Okay? So you're not going to be getting all that special treatment and all this shit. I'm not going to be all this like, you know, I'm not going to be here for you just maybe all the time and stuff because, you know, if I can be, perhaps I will. Just because I want to, not because I want nothing from you. I don't move like that. Right? But you're not going to be getting all the sides and all the fixings either, you know, with this shit. Because that's just, you're not that one. Okay? You're not that one. I acknowledge you. No, I'm not there. All right? And that's it. I don't even have to tell this person that. They're going to see it through my actions. They're going to see the change, the shift, the whatever. Like, it's just, that will speak louder than my fucking words. There's no need for no, can we have a talk shit? Man, fuck all that. You got something you got to say? I'm right here. You know, you can, what is it? What's on your mind? Say what? Do what? Oh, yeah. I seem different? What? Oh, yeah. I am. I am different. You know, and if the opportunity arises where you can speak your piece and say, you know what? You're right. I am moving differently right now. And I will continue to because this is what I require. So since I'm not here trying to change you, I just allow you to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? If you choose that perhaps maybe you are different and that you want to start treating me different and blah, 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 you know, I mean, that's up to you. But if you got somebody who really genuinely gives a fuck about you, that's something. That's something. Pay attention to that. Don't on your part, don't just take that for granted. You know? You got to pay attention to that shit. I said I was going to run through the zodiac. I lied because I got other shit to do. So this has been your full moon reading. And if I have time, I will go through the zodiacs. But